Okay, here's an example of the resolutions and frame rates differences and slow motion abilities that you get with the GoPro Hero 3. Currently this is just shooting at 1080p at 30 frames a second, and with this I'm going to do a little bit of juggling so you can see how much I can slow-mo it down. So if I go and now we're going to change it to its fastest frames at 1080p, which is 60 frames a second. Okay, that's you set to 60 frames a second, so same thing again. Okay, so now we're at 1440 resolution, and this is the fastest frame rate is 48 frames a second. So a little bit slower, but kind of higher image as well. Alright, so here we go. Right, 2.7K resolution here. So a much higher resolution than what GoPros have done in the past, and but only 30 frames a second. So here's what this looks like. Okay, so here's the fun one. Here is 4K resolution at its fastest frames a second, which is only 15 frames a second. But if we look at the actual amount that I can be expanded on a 1080p video in comparison, it is a huge amount. But let's see how bad it is for, like, just in talking, just like chatting away, I don't think it's too much of a problem. But in stuff where it's fast motion, like this, probably not so good. Try again. Right, leave it there. Okay, here's the funner slow-mo stuff. This is at 720p, so at the moment I'm expanded up to 1080. But if we see the kind of size difference in 1080, it's not a huge difference, but let's see how much better it is when we bring this down into 24 frames a second timeline. Okay, there you go. Right, now for the really cool 240 frames a second. This is at WVGA resolution, which is 480 by something. I'll put the details in the description. But this one we can slow it down by 10 times. So let's look at this. Okay, there you go. Hope that helps. Bye bye.